A lack of available property is pushing up rents in Bath and causing properties to disappear from the market in record-breaking time. That's what I've been saying during these monthly updates for a pretty long time now, and it's also what I'm going to say about February 2022. During the month of February, our average letting time, and that's the time it took from placing the property on the market to receiving an offer, having that offer accepted by a landlord and the tenant putting down a holding deposit, was just 4.5 days. Now, during the whole of 2021, our average letting time was 7 days. So it's coming down even more. And this is all because of the lack of property currently on the market and the overwhelming tenant demand that we're receiving. When we place a property on the market that we've already let in years gone by, we compare the rents that we're achieving to see how much property prices are increasing over time. And during the month of February, the properties that we had let in previous years, where we could go back and compare the rents we've achieved in years gone by, had increased by 11.8%. So that's average rent increases of 11.8%, properties returning to the market. And every single property that we let in February went at 100% of the advertised rent. So that practice of putting an offer forward to a landlord to consider below the asking rent is pretty much at the moment a thing of the past, unless there's very good reason to do so. So again, to give you an idea of this overwhelming demand that we're currently receiving, during the month of February, the number of new applicants, that's property hunters, that we registered on our system was up on this time last year. Slightly down on January, but not too much, so pretty consistent there. And I had a quick look today, so we're at the very start of March right now, at just how many properties there are on the market. And right now today there are 79 available properties to rent anywhere in Bath. That's excluding student lets. So 79 properties anywhere in Bath available to let. Now, when you put into context that in February we registered 120 new applicants, and in January we registered 180 new applicants, you can see how many people are vying for those properties. It really is forcing those rents up, and that's the reason why properties are going in record-breaking time. Now, just under half of the properties that we let during February, I said our average letting time was 4.5 days, just under half of those were let in 1 day or less. And when I mean less, I mean before the property came onto the market. So if you're a tenant, that accentuates the importance of registering with agencies, not just keeping an eye on Rightmove, because you need to try and get first in line and actually seeing these properties before they come to market. And one final figure for you from February, again drilling down on the nature of this property shortage. It's not just rental properties that aren't currently on the market. So looking at the rental market, on average we're 35 to 40% down on the typical number of properties that are usually on the market. That's over the last decade. Sales properties, they're 52% down on this time last year. So the number of available properties on the sales market is 52% down. Now, we only do rentals, we don't do sales, but it has a knock-on effect because we may have landlords who are wanting to expand their rental portfolios. Well, with fewer properties on the market, it's obviously harder to secure those properties. If those landlords were able to expand their portfolios, then there would be more properties on the rental market and more tenants able to secure them. So what do you do if you are a landlord looking to expand your portfolio? You make sure you've got very close ties with the agents in Bath, so that again you can be at the front of the list and perhaps seeing those properties before they reach the open market, because a lot of properties are being rented and sold off market at the moment. So strengthen your ties with local agents and maybe work with an independent letting agent that has strong ties with a number of estate agents. That's all for February 2022. I'm sure it's going to be a busy month in March, and we'll chat again at the end of it. Bye-bye.